Well, fuck me, this live stream's already off to a goddamn good start. Oh my god, OBS. OBS, you are such a pain in the ass. I cannot believe I still use you. I need to just switch to something else. I really do. Oh boy. I guess I better announce that I'm streaming, because I'm sure nobody is waiting. Oh boy. Also, fuck me, of course it... Do I really have to... This is so stupid. Of course it's gonna make me save it. If you can't tell, I'm already having, like, a really, really bad time with this shit. Oh, it doesn't show my files. That's good, at least. I don't want to save it as illustration, because that's stupid. It's boring. It's impossible to find in my shitty files. If you can't tell, I'm already having a rough morning. I went, for my walk, and I got my coffee. And, yeah, I made the mistake of wearing all black in bright, sunny weather. And so, despite it being 55 degrees, I was dripping sweat. And if you can't tell, I have no camera because, I was going to throw it through the fucking window trying to set it up. I not only don't have a place to properly put the stupid camera, because of where I decided my desk needed to be, the fucking lighting is garbage. I look like I'm overexposed. And it's the shittiest thing, and I don't know how to fix it other than get blackout curtains, and I'm broke from the fucking trip, so yeah. Oh, right, the whole thing that the stream's kind of about is the trip. Just give me a sec, I'm looking for a title for this stupid Goretober piece. Also, hey, what's up, Shay? I see you in the comments. What's up? How you doing? Let's do... God. What's one that'll be not TOS? Who am I kidding? It's Goretober. It'll all be... I haven't done Satanic Panic yet. Maybe I'll do that one. We'll do... Oh, I already have one open. Motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Ugh, I do this every time. No, don't save. Just... fucking... Files... Satanic Panic. Open. There. Ah! That's basically how I've been since yesterday. So, like, I guess I'll just start off talking about, I guess I could just start off talking about the fucking, start to the trip. So, the start of the trip is going pretty smoothly for the most part, up until about, Oakland Bridge, maybe? And this should have been our first sign of, like, problems to come, was that, I had to piss. Bad. So, we're on the bridge. There's, like, no stopping. It's, like, crawling traffic. There's nowhere. There's fucking nowhere for me to just jump out, lean my ass over the edge of the bridge and piss, right? We had gotten Dutch Bros on our way out of town. So, like, 3 hours out. I thankfully had finished drinking it, but now I had the dilemma. Do I actually take the moment to, like, try and squeeze my fucking ass between, like, the seat and the dashboard to try and straddle this cup? Yeah, well, needless to say, the traffic gave me no choice. I had to piss in the cup. It was... In the moment, it was not okay, but oh my god, my mom was wheezing at me. Watching me trying, with my fucking pants around my knees, trying to sit on the floor on top of a fucking Dutch Bros cup. And every time she laughs, I think I have to piss more. Like, without hesitation. And so, all I can manage between my own wheezings is to tell her, shut up, please, shut up, the cup is getting full. And she just starts, like, silent laughing. She's laughing so goddamn hard. I didn't think we were gonna make it through the tunnel. That was the only hilarious part of that part of the trip. Because then we had to do, like, a circle to try and find our hotel. Which, in San Francisco, driving sucks. Driving fucking sucks. If you live in a place like New York, if you live in, I think it's Pittsburgh, if you live in a tight fit little city like that, you know driving is horrible. Like, oh my god, there are so many people that just have autopilot on, have their cruise control set to 50, and all they do is hit the brakes. That's it. Like, and you have to hope people know when to hit the brakes, because otherwise you're gonna see a three-way collision. And then people, of course, just run back and forth across the street. Like, it... And I'm going to admit it, we did too, because we had to walk to our concert. I'm not there yet. When I get there, we'll get there. But, we finally made it to our hotel. I'm not going to say the name of the hotel, because I'm sure that once I describe the room, anybody who has stayed in it will know what hotel I'm talking about. It's on the second floor, third technically, because there is a shared building with it, and I believe the downstairs is a convenience store, and then the second floor is the owner's living quarters, probably, or maybe another set of apartments. But, like, long story short, we had to take 2 flights of stairs to get to the first floor. And we can't help but notice there is a public shower and a public toilet right on the hallway. That was sign number 2. Sign number 3 was opening the room door, seeing it was a non-smoking room, and the comforter having more cigarette and crack pipe burns than an ashtray in a seedy bar on the shady side of town. Like, so we're both disgusted. There's a little sign in Sharpie above the door that says, "No room service. Thank you." And, the bathroom had no toilet paper. We couldn't help but crack the joke that it was one that they rent by the hour. So, we decided that, if we weren't tired enough to sleep in that bed, if we were not exhausted enough after the concert, we were gonna drive back to my Aunt Lisa's, who we had seen earlier. And even though it was an hour's drive out, hour and a half's drive out, it would have been much, much more comfortable and safe than where we were staying at. We actually paid a homeless dude to watch our car because his buddies were all scoping it out and he offered to keep them off it. Now, mind you, he was like the one cool one. He was really chill. He even chatted us up a bit. We danced. It was kind of fun. Yeah, well, then we decided to walk a mile to the Chase Center from our hotel. Which, we're thinking, okay, it's cold outside. That's fine. We won't break a sweat. By the time we get there, we'll be there right for the opening act. It'll be awesome. Yeah, that hour walk turned into a 45-minute walk. And we were both dripping sweat in 55-degree weather. And originally, I had planned to wear my Eddie cosplay there just for the fun of it. I'll get to why I'm glad I didn't do that when we get there. But, then of course there's trying to find the entrance. Thankfully, it was just a straight shot up the stairs to the door, so we're like, oh, thank God. Okay, nothing else bad can go wrong. We're all good. We're at the concert, we're safe. Well, then we couldn't really find food. It was all bars. It was like all booze. All booze everywhere. And then there was like one little, I think, pretzel place. But they didn't have like any pretzels done up. And all they had was hot coffee. So I decided, you know what, I'll just get an iced tea. I'll enjoy the show. Come intermission, I'll try again, because I think I saw a pizza place. Yeah, well, we make it to our seats. This is the first concert that we actually have floor seats. Like, and we're just ecstatic. Like, yes, we're basically up front. We're practically the mosh pit, man. This is gonna be such a great show. We had the most obnoxious pair of women behind us. At least I think they were both women. One of them could have been NB, but I don't know exactly. But, like, my guess is that they were following the tour, like, from other cities. Because they, like, knew the whole fucking set list. They just knew everything that was coming up. It was half cool, half extremely obnoxious. In fact, I, like, even posted on my Instagram story, goddamn, the two, like, bitches behind us are so annoying. Holy shit. And then they complimented me on my Eddie vest that I did actually take and wear. And at first they're like, oh, I love your Dio vest. That's awesome. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I actually did it up for an Eddie cosplay. And they're both like, oh, I should have known. Like, that should have been my third sign that that the night was not going to be as comfortable as I thought. Because they proceeded to get wasted behind us. Oh, God. But meanwhile, me and my mom were chilling. We're having a good time. And then they start, like, playing songs my mom didn't really know. And so she, like, started not getting into it. She enjoyed the music, but she's like, well, I guess I'll just sit and listen, because now I don't know, I can't sing along. I don't know the words. And she proceeds to have panic attacks throughout the rest of the show about us having to get back to the hotel, about the hotel room we're in, about whether or not we'll actually be okay enough to drive to Lisa's from there, if we decide not to. And if we do, we're gonna have to be up at 4 in the morning to move the car, because the street sweeper and all that fun shit. So yeah. About, like, almost the end of the show, I finally said, Ma, do you want to go? We can leave. It's not gonna... Mostly because I not only didn't... It's not that I didn't care for the rest of the songs being played, I just... The ones that they had played before, I knew, like, well, and actually, like, enjoyed and danced around to and all that shit. The rest of them were, like, I don't know the lyrics to this, and I don't feel like looking them up to sing along. And so, we just kind of bailed. On our way out, we spent $120 fucking dollars on a t-shirt and a pair of sweats. Mind you, I spent $170 plus a $5 tip on 2 t-shirts, a sweatshirt, and a poster at Hella Mega Tour. A far more expensive concert as well, by the way. But yeah, so that was kind of like our ass kick for the night. Like, oh great, thanks. Guess we're not getting coffee on the way back home. Or back to the hotel. God, I'm tired now, just talking about it. So we make it back to the... Or we make it outside. And we're thinking, fuck. We're gonna have to walk all the way back. I'm wearing boots. And I didn't wear thick enough socks. So I've got what I assume to be bleeding blisters going. And with, like, the last bit of luck within us, we manage upon this dude on a bike with a little rickshaw cart. And we're all like, please, please, can we rent you? And he was, like, kind of caught off guard, like, yeah, how much time's left in the show? Probably, like, 45 minutes. I think he said it ends at 10:45. And he's like, yeah, I'll give you a ride back. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We could not stop thanking this guy our entire ride back. Oh my gosh. And he only charged us $35 for the trip. We gave him $45 because it absolutely worth it. I almost wish we gave him a little more even. But, so then we get there. The homeless guy we paid to watch the car and his buddies were all gone. The car was totally fine. We should have known it would be. But, like, so we decided, okay, go upstairs, call Lisa, we're going back to Acampo. We're gonna drive an hour and a half back, we'll be fine. It's like 11 o'clock by now. And we're driving. We make it to Antioch. And we decide, there's no way we're gonna be able to drive these fucking back roads as tired as we are. And in the dark with absolutely no streetlights. So we pull off in Antioch. The first inn we stop at, there's nobody at the desk and the doors are all locked. All the lights are on, nobody's fucking home. It's 11:50 at night. We drive around a loop, maybe 3. We come across this Hilton. Thankfully, there's somebody at the desk. He lets us in. He checks us in last second. It's like midnight, almost 1 in the morning, finally. We get up to the room. I could not believe how good a shitty shower felt. Like, the water pressure was nil. Was null and void, was non-existent, and I was still just so happy to be under running water. And I was so happy to have toilet paper in the fucking bathroom. Dear God. We slept like babies for maybe 6 hours. I kept waking up periodically, sadly. But I stayed in the same position all night. Next morning, we go out, we get breakfast. Well, I go and get breakfast. My mom's still out cold in the room. Tired as shit. And then we decide, you know what? We're just gonna find a nearby gas station, get a cup of coffee, and then we'll go drive out to a campo. And we'll all be fine. Yeah, well, barely 2 miles out from a campo, we're fucking lost. I'm using Google Maps. Google Maps in a campo is hell. Because there's 50 roads that all interlink, and it wants you to take every single turn. And so you have to actively, keep your eye on the Google map and go, don't take this turn. I know it's going to say it, but don't take it. You want to go 4 more streets. Just because every time it would reroute, take this way. Take this way. Hey, you could take this way. Take this way. And it's like, no, it's going to take us 25 extra minutes because it wants to take us to a way that leads to a dead end that we can't go. Oh my god. So me and my mom are both borderline having mental breakdowns in the car. Panicking. Where the fuck is the turn? We missed the turn. There's no way that we are actually heading the right way. We must have fucked up somewhere. So I call my Aunt Lisa. We're not even there. We're still so far out that we have plenty of time. Right? Me and my mom are both fucking sobbing. We're just bawling and kind of yelling at each other. And we're all like, dude, let's just get to Lisa's. We'll hug her. We'll be fine. Going to see my Aunt Lisa was the best part of the trip. Entirely. Yeah, the show was good, but seeing my aunts and actually getting nice, comfy, home-cooked meal, it was nice. It was so much better than the entire rest of the trip. And I just... I don't think we're gonna do another San Francisco trip for a long while, unless it's to go to the pier. I think only then am I gonna go back. Because I just... It was not as fun as the last time I went. When I went with my brother and his girlfriend for Hella Mega Tour, it was fun. You know? We actually had a good time. We walked around, we saw good stores and stuff. The show was awesome. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh, maybe this trip will be just as fun. It probably would have been if everything that happened on the way there didn't happen, and then if we hadn't just settled for the cheapest hotel we could find on Hotels.com. I think had we just looked a little further, had we just chilled out, had we just... I don't know. I feel like I could have made a lot of changes beforehand. Oh, I didn't even tell you the best part. The whole reason I'm super glad I didn't wear my Eddie cosplay is because those 2 drunken bitches behind me. Oh my god, I probably would have, been dragged out and molested that night. No kidding. They were so fucking drunk. Oh my god. And they were, all I can remember after Star Spangled Banner came on was them, borderline sobbing, Eddie would have loved that song. Rest in peace, Eddie Munson. May your memory live on. Oh my god, they were so drunk. I wish I was that drunk. I wish I had gotten drunk. I wish I had gotten a drink that wasn't sweet tea. Because turns out it wasn't sweet tea, it was just regular tea, and I asked for sweet tea like a dummy. But I just I did not have a good trip. I would have had a better trip on mushrooms, to be completely frank. I don't remember it being that bad. But this time, it was that bad. Basically, in comparison, the worst thing that happened the last time I went to San Francisco in 2021? I think last year. I think is when we went. The worst thing that happened was we happened to see some old lady taking a shit on the side of the road. Like, in the city, of course, but like, that was the worst that we came across. This trip takes the fucking cake. Wow, dude. Yeah, it's But like the biggest kicker, of course, is that the last time we went to a Panic at the Disco concert, it was all of us. Not just me and my mom. Like, my dad was still alive, my brother went, and we all went down, saw my Aunt Lisa afterwards again, and so this time it was a lot more emotional and kind of sentimental, I suppose. Which just kind of added to everything, including my mom having small panic attacks at the show. But we are so fucking glad to be home. I am still glad we went, because I am still glad that we saw the concert. And I am still glad that we went down and we saw my Aunt Lisa, because we needed the good cry. We needed good cries. So, like, at the end of it all, the trip was still worth it. I just don't think it's a trip I'm gonna be making again anytime soon. Now for the actual funny part. People's reactions to the pea cup. So, yes, my mom made me send a picture to my grandma, her friend Des, my brother, and I think to her phone so she could send it to Lisa before we got there. We'd stuffed, we got Dutch. I had the empty cup while we were on the Bay Bridge. And I kid you not, nobody realized what the fuck it was when I sent the picture. Nobody. I sent the picture and I said, bumper to bumper traffic, San Fran. This is what you get. And all everybody said back in response was, "Aw, man, that sucks. Oh well, safe trip. Let us know when you get there. Yeah, please be safe." So like, maybe 10 minutes after that, I decided to say, by the way, there isn't a Dutch Bros in San Francisco. Not even a second later, my brother, "Why the fuck would you send that?" My buddy Alessio, Oh. Ew. They're the only ones that realized it. My grandma didn't say a thing until we called her the next day on our way home to let her know that we were in town. And she's like, "By the way, what'd you get in that Dutch cup?" "Oh, that wasn't Dutch. It was pee." Oh, God. And the only thing my mom could say was, "Like Christian in the coffee cup?" "Oh, you remember that!" Oh god. Just... I will never live that down, but now we have our nice little inside joke of, can I use your Dutch Bros cup? I mean bathroom. God. The other thing was, like, the first time I went down, I was stoned as shit. The first time we went to a Panic at the Disco concert. And so, like, now I will carry this with me. And every day's a dream when I'm carrying your love with me. I'm carrying your love with me. Oh, yeah, but just... I wish we had stopped in Williams and got some Granzellas. Would have made everything so much better, too. But we were broke, we were tired, we just want to go home. Yeah. I should have recorded, because Jesus Christ, the way people drive on the road. But especially in California. Because you know the rule. It's always 5 over the speed limit. And if you don't know that, it's because you're not from California. Oh god, excuse me. That sounded probably horrific. Right into the microphone. Sounds like the best worst vlog ever. Yes. Yes, indeed. For anyone interested, I do have a highlight of some of the performances from the concert on my Instagram. However, I did not record the full songs because I did not know if it would, like, end up muting them. Your burp was amateur hour. Damn it. Gotta work on that shit. I can sometimes let out damn good rips, but I don't know. I don't have anything bubbly right now. I'm drinking coffee, so... I think that's basically the story. Oh, God. I cannot state how glad I am to be home. Like, I'm just so glad. I slept so good last night. And the best part, I have so much fucking weed! God, I'm gonna be smoking for months. I'm so happy. That drawing slaps so far. Thank you. I don't quite know how I'm gonna have this guy back here dancing, but I want him to be kind of limber about it. Moving in, like, nice fluid motion. Maybe something like that. Kind of got the ballet-esque form going. Maybe this one will have a tail. That's too thick. Also, I don't quite know if I'll finish this drawing on stream, because I don't really have a lot else to talk about. But I also feel like kind of bad just leaving it off on this kind of piss poor sketch. So, I don't know, maybe... I guess maybe I'll do, like, a quick Q&A for anybody watching, everybody watching. It says we got 2 concurrent viewers, so... If either of you got questions, I guess. I don't know. It's also still, like, vaguely early in the morning here. It's just now turning 11. So part of it is that my brain is just not awake. I don't know, I guess I'll just leave it there. Thank you guys for coming to this quick stream. I feel so much better after talking about this. It's 2 p.m. here. Damn, dude. Oh, that's right, you live on, like, the other end of the country, basically. Shit. I suck at time zones. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for watching. I'm glad that I could entertain some people's. Maybe I'm in Maryland. Oh, that makes more sense. So you're, like, way east. I'm, like, literally the West Coast. But yeah, thank you for joining. And, maybe I'll try and do, maybe I'll do another chat stream sometime, like, soon. Soon as I think of something interesting to talk about. I know I originally, like, talked about maybe I'll do a, my first time getting high story. But I think maybe I'll save that for the next one. Anyway, have a good one.